friendships. I said by trying to turn against other people. Nothing but a disheveled little drug addict.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sami Sampi, and today we're going to talk about the latest episode of The Housewives of New Jersey. Let's get right into it, y'all. The first scene is Danielle and her family. They're getting ready for her daughter's first birthday party. And I'm like, look at them, like the four of them setting up a choreography together. The little girl is going to come in with her brother, and they have everything set up. And I just think that's like the most beautiful thing ever. I really like their family so far. The next scene, we see Rachel Fuda. She's at a vacation home in the Jersey Shore, and then we see a mom comes with her dad and her grandmom. We can see that her grandmom is already a character, and they really get along really, really well. She said that she really had a very nice bringing. She loves her parents. She tells us about her mom. Her mom is Jewish. Her dad is Italian. We also have a little brother coming in. Her little brother and her get along really, really well. They are best friends. So yeah, we see the entire family together. They talk about them having more children, and she's explaining that she wanted more, but her husband is good. He doesn't want necessarily any more children. Apparently, they have a lot more embryos stored, and they're all boys. So they already had all their girls, but apparently her husband does not want to have another son. He's good with the son that he already has, but it seems like Rachel wants more kids, so they need to have a serious discussion. She's explaining that the reason why her husband doesn't want any more children, especially any more sons, is because he already has his son. It seems like he had his son when he was younger with another lady. He has full and primary custody because the biological mom of the young boy may have some issues that she's trying to figure out. So yeah, y'all, I mean, their family is something else, especially the grandma. She cracked me up. Even ask her about a drama with the other housewife, and when they tell them they have an opinion, and I'm like, I'm sure this family was probably watching the show on TV before. Isn't this cool? You're watching a show on TV and then you're part of the show now. Next, we see Melissa with her daughter, and she's learning how to drive. And a part of me is like, wow, she's growing up so fast. But then a part of me was like, why are you driving such a big car? Like, why are they teaching her how to drive in such a big car? This is such a rich people stuff. Lisa setting her up to not be in a good relationship with her cousin. At this point, I am convinced that Melissa is not innocent. She's asking her daughter about a relationship with a cousin, and the daughter said that they're doing very good. They don't talk about the problem that they have. And the way Melissa talked to her daughter made me feel like you want her to have a problem with her cousin. Like, and then she tells her that she said that she doesn't want her to be in the middle of the problem that she has with Teresa and her dad. And she's also telling her that she doesn't want her to, fight with her brother because family is important. And I was like, this is the one thing in that conversation that you said that made sense. Do not fight with your brother because family is important, but your cousins are also your family. So maybe that should also go for your family. And what about you also try to set an example for her, right? Because all she sees is y'all fighting. So at some point, she's probably going to want to copy what y'all been doing. What about that? Let me all know what you think in the comments. Next scene, we have Teresa and her daughters. Teresa is trying a wedding dress, and so far, I think she is looking beautiful. The dress is looking good. She said she wants to add some writings in her veils, and her daughter are looking at her like, I don't know about that, but hey, I guess whatever works you both, right? Teresa said that she's not stressed about the wedding. I guess she's gone through it before, so she's not going to be a Godzilla again. They talk about the party, how things went with Joe, and the younger daughter is saying that if Joe doesn't come to the wedding, this is a wrap. She's not going to talk to him. So yeah, they talk about that. The oldest daughter tells us in her confessional that really they haven't been spending time like that since her mother has been with Louis. The last time they had a good time together was right before her mom got into with Louis. They spent an incredible vacation together. It's sad. It's really sad. Next scene, we have Melissa and Jennifer meeting together. They're having brunch and they're ordering their drink. That drink looks really good, by the way. And then they said that they never really had an issue with each other, especially Jennifer. She never really had an issue with Melissa. And Melissa said, me either. Jennifer tells Melissa that she needs to be careful of Margaret because Margaret cannot be a good friend to anybody. All the friends that she's had in the past, she's not friends with anymore.
You've been friends with her for how long, and how many friends has she gone through? No, the only ones was that one girlfriend, Laura, Siggy, Danielle.
And Melissa needs to be careful. She also remember when Margaret told Melissa that basically she should leave Joe and be with another man. And Melissa is like, no, that's not what she said. Jennifer's like, yeah, that's what she said. Melissa said, no, I was having some issues with Joe, and she was trying to like basically make me feel good and tell me that if I don't end up with Joe, I can still get a good looking man because of the way I look. She was not saying that I should leave Joe to go be with another man. But Jennifer is so sure of herself and she keeps digging. And I'm like, why are you digging it? Like, if Melissa herself tells you that that's not how she interpreted what Margaret said, why are you digging? I'm tired of Jennifer because she's so delusional to the level that she doesn't even know how to stop a delusion. Like, it has no limit, and I'm tired of it. A part of me does feel that Jennifer might be right somewhere. I don't know. There's something about Margaret that I'm not sure of, to be honest. I feel like she misinterpreted, and then when the person that is actually was talked to is telling her you're having it wrong, I feel like you should learn to let go. That's what I'm saying. So next we have Jennifer Fessler's Brunch. And one thing I like about Jennifer Fessler, she said that she knows she cannot cook and that's why she's hiring people. She's doing the right thing by doing that. The food is looking delicious. Everything is looking great. Everybody's coming in and everything. And when Melissa comes in, she proceeds to tell Margaret what Jennifer told her. And I was like, child. On that, Melissa reminded me a little bit of Ashley Darby at the Potomac. Like, girl, she just told you that yesterday. You couldn't wait a little bit? He's like, no, 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 let's us have some drama ASAP. Jennifer Fessler really thinks that she's special. She really thinks that those ladies that have been fighting for years will come to her house and not fight. Like, who do you think you are, girl? Whatever. All the lady comes in, Jackie comes in, but she doesn't want to really sit next to Danielle, so she goes sit over there. And I'm like, girl, why did you even come? And then they asked Danielle about a relationship with her brother, but and Danielle responded as politely as she can. We can see that she's annoyed. Melissa is sending some slight remarks toward her, but she's keeping it cool for her. But I can see that there might be some drama in there. By the time Jennifer comes, they were already talking bad about her. Dolores also came in looking great. So by the time Jennifer comes, they've been talking about her. So as soon as Jennifer came, Margaret started really fighting with her. They go back and forth. Margaret is saying, I thought you and I were good. I don't understand why you're still talking about me. And Jennifer was like, I wasn't talking about you. I was just saying what I mean. And I'm like, Jennifer, like, girl, you've been talking about her. Margaret was like direct. Melissa told me that you did X. And Jennifer, I know Jennifer was going to be angry at Melissa, but she don't like Margaret, so yeah, it escalates.
Okay. Do you need the history of me and Jennifer?
And then Margaret tells Jennifer that she's like a drug addict. Like the stuff those ladies are telling each other, like I feel like this is going to another level, right? It's serious. They're like seriously fighting. Margaret says that she doesn't want Jennifer to be calling people to talk about her, but apparently she's been doing the same thing because Danielle said that Margaret also called her. She admits to it, but she said, babe, when I did, I didn't say anything bad. And Jennifer is like, because I didn't do nothing bad. That's why he didn't say anything bad. And I'm like, child, I just cannot with those two. They obviously don't like each other, and I'm tired. Like Jennifer is like she's too delusional. It's too much. It has no limits. I'm not going to lie though. Margaret started with her. Like she wanted the fight, right? As soon as it was given to her, she wanted the fight. So Jennifer Fessler getting annoyed. A part of me was like, well, you should be mad at your friend because she didn't even wait for you all to eat your food. That she already kind of like jumped on Jennifer, right? Like, I know you're angry and stuff, but it's like, I feel like Jennifer Fessler doesn't really understand what she got herself into. Like, with this group, they will fight. That's what they do. And y'all opened the door for that. And so things escalate. They both said crazy stuff to each other. And Margaret decides that she wants to leave. And when she does that, Jennifer is like, you're not leaving. I mean, she's a friend, so obviously she doesn't want her to leave.
There's no way. I'm not doing this anymore. You guys are embarrassing me. I have neighbors here. Margaret, sit your ass down, okay? Jennifer, I have to ask you to leave. I'm not.
All of me was like a little annoyed with that, just because really, when you just look into the context of the fight, Margaret started the fight. Margaret, was also yelling. Like, I feel like, yeah, I do agree that on that situation, Jennifer Haydin is wrong, but the fight came from Margaret. That's how I feel. So asking Jennifer to leave when Margaret really started the fight is kind of like, I don't want to say unfair, because at the end of the day, Margaret is a friend, but your friend started the fight. I'm just saying. So Jennifer is like, I wanted to leave anyway, so she leaves, and Teresa said, I'm gonna leave too. So they both leave, talk a little bit of shit in front of the house, and the scene is the day of Danielle's daughter party, and that party was so lit. I wanted to be there, okay? Like, oh my God, it looks so good. Barbie theme, people are coming with their children, and we see Rachel talking to Danielle, basically talking about the last, the last party where the ladies fought on the brunch. And Rachel is saying that she's not really sure how to really navigate with Jennifer, but she can give her another chance. Jennifer comes in with her youngest daughter, who is really way bigger than all those other kids. But her daughter, she's so interesting. Jennifer Haydin said what she has to say, but it made no sense to Rachel, and I didn't blame Rachel because the delusion was still there.
Talk about the history. That's not to say I'm so mad about it, but that doesn't mean you never talk about the war. In Jennifer Haydin's mind, she makes sense.
And I think that when Jennifer Haydin saw that Rachel wasn't going to see it for her, it kind of like cut there. And then Danielle and her family, they did their entrance. I mean, it was so good. I'm like, this was well prepped. Great job to the little girl. There we see Jennifer now telling Louis what happened. So it's just Jennifer talking to people left and right. One funny scene was Jennifer's daughter talking to, I think, Rachel, and telling her what she wants to be. She wants to be a therapist and everything. And Rachel is looking at her like, I'm like, yeah, she is one funny little lady. And yeah, y'all, that's it for my review. What did y'all think of the episode? I think it was okay, but I'm tired. They're fighting for no reason. They don't like each other, but at least they should be able to like pace their fights. Like Melissa came, told Margaret, and Margaret was like, boom, let's fight. I mean, I was a little bit tired of it. I felt like they could have gone without the fight, and this still could have been a good episode. Jennifer is delusional, but there's something about Margaret that I don't trust. So let's not act like, Margaret is all good. But when it comes to the context of that specific fight, I do agree with Margaret that they said they moved on. So why is she still talking bad about Margaret? I'm just talking. It's true. So for those of you that are new, welcome, and I invite you to. And for those of you that have been here with me, supporting me, thank you all so much. And I'll see you all next week for the next episode. Bye.